We have begun the great 50 days of Easter. With the renewal of the rites of initiation after Vatican II, this season offers the newly baptized time to deepen the commitment to Christ they made at the Easter Vigil. Becoming a Christian isn't a one-and-done experience. Growing in faith and in our commitment to Christ is an ongoing process, and that applies to all of us in the Church. So we may look at the scriptures assigned to the Easter season as a kind of textbook of continuing education in our faith. In these Easter reflections, I'll try to pick up a theme each week to invite you to go deeper. And there are many themes in today's readings, particularly in the familiar gospel story of the disciples in the upper room and Thomas's search for proof that Jesus is truly risen. But I'd like to focus on how we grow in faith in the midst of a community. When the candidates for baptism go to the cathedral for what's called the rite of election, a liturgy with the bishop, they join a much larger group of similar candidates from all over the diocese. They're no longer just a small circle in their home parish. They're part of the greater church community. In today's first reading from the Acts of the Apostles, we see the early community of believers of one heart and one mind, sharing all possessions in common, sharing the witness of faith. The second reading tells us that we're begotten by God, welcomed into the relationship of Jesus with the Father. That relationship is nourished by the love that we have for one another in community. In the upper room, as we hear in the Gospel, it's in the midst of the community that the disciples received the gift of the Spirit, and Thomas discovers his faith in the risen Lord. A community handed on to us the testimony about what Jesus said and did in the presence of his disciples. And it is in the community of our parish, gathered for Eucharist, that we, the members of the body of Christ today, come to believe.